What's up, DJ fan? Welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin. My name is Diego, also known as DJ Pretty Boy, alongside my boy Shay, also known as DJ Shay. And together we started this journey to talk about DJ related content, such as tips and tricks, our experiences, our knowledge, and just share it with you guys. So whether you are a seasoned DJ or a new DJ just getting started, this is the spot to be. And with that being said, let's go ahead and roll this intro. Hey,
Lights on a fade mode.
what's up,
Sound
guys?
active mode.
Welcome to another episode, Start to Spin. And today we brought something. We were just talking about, this friction type of stuff. Or how do you take friction out of when you talk to a client? I thought that it was a very kind of like I don't want to say controversial, but it's just something that is hard to do if you don't, if you haven't studied, how to work with customers and things like that. So I think that it was a good topic, so I did propose this one. And basically, as a mobile DJ, reducing friction for potential buyers, it's very important. It's key to making the booking process smooth, and it also increases your chances of landing those gigs. And we will talk about, strategies on how to use, or how to go about it. Do you should have anything before we start in regards to like friction?
Yeah, I think the main thing to remember, and what I always try to remember when I'm talking to someone, is it's not like the way I think of it is like they're not like talking to me as a person. Like I try to detach myself from it and think about it more like as a business or like as a professional, because it's like, if they're trying to negotiate or they're trying to like get extra services or something like that, I don't take it like personally, like, oh, they don't want me. I try to remember that, just talk about it like as a business, and then you can always just say no, like, oh, no, I appreciate the offer, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do that. That's only like on the sales part, but there's a lot of other places where we can have friction. But in all of them, I just try to remember that, I'm doing a professional service. I'm doing a job, and not to take things like personally, and just kind of always take a step back and think about it from how you can handle things professionally.
Yeah, so we're gonna go through slides that I created, talking about the friction, how and things that we can do as DJs to help them decide faster, and not so much make sure that you land the gig, but make it easier for your clients to go with you as opposed to other DJs. So the first slide I got is how can we do to reduce friction for buyers. Now we're going to talk about simplifying your website and the booking process, transparent pricing, streamlined communications, social proof and reviews, build trust, offer consultation, nurturing client relationships, set expectations early, and also we're gonna just at the end we're gonna conclude with like a quick summary of everything that we said. We'll go with each line and we just briefly talk about it. Hopefully briefly, because every time I do a slide, we go way past and then we have to like run. But hopefully we do it fast. So the first one is simplifying your website and the booking process. So in this case, what I think is to have a clear and user friendly website is huge. That's the first thing, because clients go to your website, and if it's like a lot of things going on, it automatically blocks them, and they're like, okay, you know what, maybe let's try somebody else. And I know because I've seen it on other people, like doing it in front of me. I've seen it on my like myself at times when I go to a website because I'm looking at something. There's just so many things going on, like so many lights, and I'm like, okay, this is too much. Let me just go to somebody else. So no, so little things like that. Make sure that your website it's clear and user friendly. Now, ensure that your website is easy to navigate. visually appealing and mobile responsive. So also, yeah, that's a huge one. Make sure that your website is compatible with phones. It's a lot of people that have websites that when you go into your phone, it's completely like out of whack, and that can hurt your business. So make sure that you have your the website is has the capability of phone usage, and also include clear sections about your services, packages, and pricing. The cleanest and the most clear way that you can be in your website, the best way for you to get the attraction from clients. Now, an easy booking form. This is another one. There's a lot of websites ask for like weird stuff, and then people don't want to do it, and it sometimes it's a requirement, or as they can their questions or the questionnaire or whatever. So make sure that your booking form is easy, and it's just plain and simple, so you can get some idea of what you're getting yourself into before you call this client. And also instant confirmation. After a client fills out the booking form, provide an instant confirmation, either email, text, anything, that you have received it and that you'll be reaching out, because that lets them know that you are on your P's and Q's with regards to this. This is important to you, and it brings confidence to the client that you are reliable. So anything that you got to say on this specific slide?
Yeah, what I was thinking about this was like a booking form. I know me and you, neither of us do this, but I wonder if there's like any like big DJ companies that like just allow people to see dates and availability like on their website. Like if like if you type it in, they're like, oh, these dates are available, and they can like book stuff there like just directly. I don't think any DJ, I don't know, I haven't heard any DJ do anything like that, like make it that easy. I feel like there's a form, like the way I have it is you fill out the details, and then I get an email with just like what you filled out in the form, and then I reach out to you, and then I include pricing in that one, like just general pricing, and then I say let's make a time to talk. But I always try to get a time to talk, and not like just let them book like on the website or something like that.
So the easy booking form, more so, it's for when you go to a website, DJ website, right, and it starts asking you for what day is your all of that. But some DJs have like extra stuff that you don't need to like a requirement is requiring you an email and a phone number. But what if I don't want to give my phone number? And then I can't submit because I don't want to. I just want to work through email, and it's a requirement. So you can have it, just don't make it a requirement. As long as you have one or each, email or phone, that should be sufficient. If they are really interested, they'll write back to you. Now, once you get the email that this has been submitted to you, with the fastest way, the fastest you can get to it and reply, it's good. It's better, because then that shows more reliability. That you're prompt to answer any questions they have, and then that's where you can offer a consultation and couple. There's so many things that you can go based on what they say. But if your booking form is too complicated, or it requires too many things that they don't want to share, then you might lose that client, and they go somewhere else, just because of that simple fact that they don't want to provide their phone number, or they want to provide their phone number, but they don't want to provide an email, or maybe it's a grandma, doesn't have an email. So just little things. Just keep it simple and user friendly. So
that is funny. Yeah, I think I haven't seen anyone have like anything too crazy. I don't know if you have anything, but I saw another. He's a much more popular DJ. But interestingly, I saw on his form, one of the required things was how did you hear about me? That was like a required thing you had to type in. So I think that's interesting information, but I don't know if like I would have that as a required field.
To you that's interesting. To me, it's not. I don't care. Like,
Oh,
I don't
really?
care.
The reason it's interesting to me is because right now, well, especially right now, I'm trying to see where I'm getting more leads from. Like Google, is it Instagram, is it word of mouth? So if somebody tells me like, "Oh, I saw you at this wedding," that means that puts me in a different mindset than, "Oh, I found you on Google Ads." So it's like, but it's not something that I would require someone to tell me
Yeah.
on
Well,
the phone.
the reason why I say I don't care on that particular step, it's because it doesn't really matter where they found me. Now, once they send that information and I get to them, and then I talk to them and we make the initial meeting, that's a good way to start a conversation. He's like, hey, so
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
way, we're doing this, blah, blah, yeah. Oh, by the way, how did you hear about us? Oh, I was at a wedding, and oh, which wedding? Mark and Julia. I was like, oh, Mark and Julia, yeah, 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 I remember. Like it was this, and then that's how you start a conversation, and then
Yeah.
you build the quality, the quality time with them. But if you already know that, like I feel like it's better to use it once you land the first meeting, the meetup, than to
Yeah.
require like
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be like a required thing. That's why
yeah.
I was surprised to see it. I see it on people's forums a lot, but I was surprised that it was someone had it as a required field, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so let me go to the next one. Transparent pricing. Now this is a huge one because there's a lot of people that do not have transparent pricing. Especially the thumbtacks and all of those uh, $500 DJs that we talk about.
Yeah.
Some of them they start at five. They say for 500, but once you get to them, oh yeah, 500 is just to start, just to get me. But now you have to get the stuff. Like, and now it's
Yeah.
more. That's not transparency. You're you're upcharging them for everything when you up front should have said that.
Right.
So transparency is huge. Clear pricing structure. Make sure. So you want to make sure the potential clients know exactly what to expect in terms of pricing. If you offer different packages, break down what each package includes so clients don't feel surprised by hidden fees. That is so huge. Just like I said, those 500 ones. And then they're like, oh yeah, but we're gonna use this and we're gonna use this. So now you're looking at 1,000, and then no, now you're looking at 1,500. And the reason why they reach out to you because you put 500 on your thing, and then you lose the client because one, it was a lie, and two, your pricing was not transparent at all.
They're expecting that. Yeah.
And also, you gotta let them know that you have customizable packages. Provide flexibility because not every single package is right for every single client. They might have different requirements. They might have different needs. So you want to provide flexibility with customizable packages to suit different event sizes and budgets. This reduces friction to clients who may have a specific needs. Right, exactly what I said. Let's go into the comments because I have. Hey, what's up, Drizzy?
Yo, oh Drizzy, what's up, man?
Yeah, can you put him on the thing because I can't.
Oh yeah,
Okay. It's nice to know how they found you, so you know where to put your marketing dollars. All they have to inquire. See that? Okay, and that's another thing. I'm not saying it's. I don't care because I do not do it. I don't promote myself in Google ads or I don't use ads. I literally word of mouth or whatever, like Facebook and Instagram and Facebook. But I don't promote myself so marketing wise, I don't promote myself. So I guess to me that's why it doesn't matter because most like 10 times out of 10 is they already heard me playing somewhere else.
So, yeah, that's why I think it's definitely valuable information. And then, but that's what Jason said. It's exactly it's valuable information. Yeah, what's up, man? But he wouldn't make it mandatory. Yeah, exactly. It's not like I don't know if we make it mandatory, but definitely I agree. It's valuable, especially when you have your name out there in a bunch of different things. And then yeah, like you ask them, during the conversation too. You could ask them. But yeah, I think I don't know if it needs to be required. Do people care if it's required or not either? I don't know if people would mind telling you. I've filled that out too. When I do, like, I don't know, when I sign up for some kind of service or something, it's always like, how did you hear about us? Google, Yelp, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, some people won't care, but what if they just don't want? They wish not to disclose that, and it's a requirement, and they can't go past that. Now you just look at a potential client. They're like, oh well, okay, I'm gonna go to somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I think the goal is
don't
to
get me
have
wrong. I did say I didn't care, but that's because I don't promote myself like ads. You guys do. So for you guys, it's important to know what's working. Yes. So I was talking like in my perspective. I don't promote myself in ads, so that's why I don't care. But for you guys, yes, I guess it's important because you want to know where to put your money on. Yes, correct.
Yeah, even if let's say you didn't, even if you don't have ads, it's still nice to know. Like, and you can say you ask them eventually, but it's nice to know if they heard you from another wedding, or they just found you on Google, or like they saw you on Instagram, they saw a reel that you made or something. Like that. Even if you're not paying for it, it's still valuable to know, because you're like, oh wow, like people are liking these reels that I'm making, or oh, like, look, I guess my website's popping up on Google. Like it gives you some more information about where you're getting leads from for your business.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that how that works. Okay, I retract myself. It's not that I don't care, but it's not that important to me. There you go.
But there's a transparent DJ right there.
Yeah. All right. So next one, streamline communication. I think that's another one. That's huge. So, one, quick responses, like I just mentioned before. Respond to inquiries as quick as possible. The quicker you respond, the less likely clients will turn into other DJs. Regardless, every client is gonna look for 3, 4, or 5 different DJs, but they more so are likely to talk to the first ones that reply. So the faster you reply, the more chances you have of grabbing, the business. Now, automated emails. If you have automated emails, that's another thing that it's good. So, set up an automated email response confirming the receipt of that inquiry, and also provide more details about your services so clients don't have to wait for a human reply. Give them a little, like a brief introduction of what you do, how you work, so when they get on the phone with you, or if they still talk to you by email, they have an idea, and they're not wondering and waiting for you to tell them how you work. And then also clear communication channels. Make sure that your clients can easily reach you through multiple channels: email, phone, social media, etc. But keep these options like clear and concise. So for my personal experience and myself, I tell all my clients, you can reach me by email, you can reach me by phone, or you can go to my social medias. But if you are looking, if it's important, if you're looking for like a quick response, my phone, text me, because I will answer my text messages. Second will be my email, and then third will be my social medias, because I post on my social medias, but I don't really check that often, like my messages and things like that. But my text messages, once I get a message, I'm already working on it. So I tell them first and foremost, it will be my phone. Text me, because you get a faster reply there than you will get an email. How does you work? And you guys, Jason, how do you work?
I think we talked about this. It's like with the responses, I always respond like super fast. But I remember we were talking, we were like, oh, like sometimes you would let it wait for 7 hours, make it look like you're busy. But I don't know. I respond pretty quickly, because I think to me, right, when I'm shopping for people, or if I reach out to people like on email, if I get a response back quick, I'm like, oh, look, this guy is like on top of it, and I hope that if he's being responsive now, he'll continue to do that, because you always hear people complaining like, oh, my DJ went MIA. Like, after I sent the deposit, I didn't hear from them for months or whatever. People complain about that for their vendors. So yeah. I respond quickly, because I hope it shows people that I'll be responsive throughout the process.
But you're reliable. You can be reliable to them.
Yeah, exactly. I
Anything
look
that
live.
you're there.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and at least like at the very least, like within 24 hours. You know, like 24 hours is like I think you should try to get back to everything within 24 hours. But at the same time, you know, like I don't have that many weddings. Like, you know, there's people out there with huge multi-ops and 200 clients and 200 weddings and stuff or something crazy. So, but you know, I think it's important because I always see that as a complaint for people that, oh, the DJ's MIA after I sent the deposit. I didn't hear from him. We had to reach out to set up a meeting, blah 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 blah. You know, so and I give out my cell phone too. You know, that's you could text me on there. You can email me. I'd turn on my notifications for my DJ email, so I see that whenever I get a new email, I see it on my phone.
Now, when it comes to, like, let's say on your website, you get a phone number and you get an email. When you
Yeah.
reply, do you reply to the email? You reply to the phone number, or you
Yeah,
do both?
yeah. This is what we talked about this, but I do email first, and then if I don't hear back on the email, then I'll send them a text message if they put a phone number there as well. I'll send them a text message like in either later that day or like the next day or something as the follow up.
Okay.
If they put in a phone number, because my thing on that is that if they reached out to me via website, then they probably want to talk like via internet rather than just like text or calls. So that's why. But if obviously if they text me, I'm texting back.
I do the other way. So I text first, and then the next day, I just follow up with an email. So yeah, I do the other way because, like I said, if I get a text message, I'll reply. An email takes me a little bit longer, so I'll text first and then I'll email. So, I will email the next day just to follow up.
I think what's more important is you do both. I think it's important to do both. I don't know if anyone else has any input on which, if there's an order that matters, but I think what's important is that you should try to reach out to them on both because maybe they didn't check their email or maybe they suck at texting. At least you've covered both bases. And then what I'll do is I'll usually follow up. I'll send follow-ups to, if they respond, whichever one they respond on, that's what I'll send the follow-ups to after that. If because usually a lot of times what's happening to me right now too is I'll get an inquiry online, they'll maybe respond and then ghosted after that, and then I'm like, all right, I'll send them a few more messages after that on like whatever we last talked on, and then I'll leave it after like 3 follow-ups.
So yeah, that's something that I need to work on, following up. So to me, it's like if you send your inquiry, right, and then I reply to it saying, hey, like, thank you for your inquiring about our business, our services. Could we have some time? We would talk, whatever. And then if they don't reply, then I'll let it go. I'm like, all right, whatever. They don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird, right? Because it happens to me a lot where it's like I get the inquiry, I respond, and then nothing. But I'll still follow up just for the heck of it. And then, but usually, if I don't hear back after the first one, I'm not going to hear back again most of the time.
Okay.
There's there's a few guys that'll be like, oh, we found somebody else, or we're like I feel like if people don't respond to that first one, then the chances are pretty low that they're going to respond to any of the other ones.
Yeah, and that's exactly why once I send my first message, if they don't reply to my text or my email, I'm like, all right, whatever. So until the next.
Well, I mean, the thing is, the flip side is you're not going to lose anything, and maybe they'll respond, but you're not going to lose anything by following up. So that's why after we talked about it on the show, actually, now I'm like, okay, I'm going to do 3 follow-ups. And then that's it. Then I say, okay, it's the last time I'm reaching out, and then I'll let it go. Like three total outreaches, basically.
Yeah. See, yeah, that's something that I have to work on. Like, the follow.
Bro, I got it from you though. That's what you told me to do. So that's why I was doing it.
But I stopped doing it. So I need to get better at doing it again. do it more. Like I stopped doing it. I know I got to the point that I started like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. Something else will come.
Nick Spinelli, but it's also different, right? It depends. If you have a meeting with them, you have a whole conversation with them, and then you don't hear back from them, then why? Obviously they know you and they know that they to reach out. So it's like, how much you're gonna keep following up after that? How many times? Like they'll reach out to you at that point once you've had like a long meeting. So Nick Spinelli would say, but he's obviously way up there. He's like, once I do a meeting with somebody, I tell them what it is. I just wait for them, and if they don't, it's whatever. I don't like go following up with them after like we've done a big meeting, because it's like, look, I know if they want me, they obviously will remember me. After we've met for like half an hour.
Yeah, they'll definitely come back.
Yeah, exactly. So that's another thing. But at the end of the day, following up, it's never going to hurt you. So it's like, it's like. Yeah. You send it. If you send it, great. Whatever, you weren't gonna get it in the first place. If you follow up and don't get it, you weren't gonna get it anyways.
Yeah, you have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. Exactly. So I just do it, and like whatever. One time I remember this person didn't book me for a month, and then I followed up, and they're like, "Oh no, we're still interested. Sorry, we're just very behind on everything," and then I got the gig. So
I wish they will be a little bit more mindful, knowing that if you reach out, like, we're in the time, like if we reach back, it's because we're available for that time, right? So if we are reaching out back and you tell us you don't respond, like, and just leave us in limbo, like what the hell? Like, how are we supposed to know that you still want our services? Then we're gonna book somebody else, and then you tell us, oh, well, why? But you never told
they
me.
risk. Yeah, that's the risk they're taking. Yo, Smiley, what's up, man? He says I need to get better with following up as well. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So the way I said it was wrong. I don't need to get better. I need to get back to it, because I was following that before, but lately it's just been like I've been to the point like, oh, whatever, like I text you, the next day I email you, and then after that I don't follow up anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's already two like outreaches, so I mean, it's they should be responding, but you maybe like at least one more.
I do it like you. I gotta do 3.
Yeah, do 3. Just keep it standard, and then what I'll do is I'll write in the last one like, hey guys, just wanted to reach out one last time, see if you're still interested. Reach out anytime. Like sometimes I'll throw in like, if not, best of luck with all your planning and things again. Some generic thing.
Playing to the heart. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then they're like, oh, this guy's a nice guy,
Yeah, so let's go to the next one. So that's streamline communication.
Oh, by the way, just real quick, your internet, I don't know if there's anything you can do now, but you're like kind of cutting out, and it's kind of like your voice is kind of like warbly. So I don't think there's anything you can do at this point, but just FYI.
I mean, I could switch my camera. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, maybe. Maybe try that. We'll see. But I'll answer Smiley's thing in the meantime. He says he does put on contracts for 2025. Prices are subject to change if deposit is not received by or before. Yeah, nice. The last day of the year. It keeps pressure on them to hire us for the current price. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't have that on my contract, but it's I've always thought of it as just like, kind of understood, but I think that's not a bad idea. It's literally one sentence. It's not like it adds that much extra words to your contract or anything. And then it also kind of just puts it out there that prices do change, so even if it's the same client coming back to you in 2025, it's like the price could be different for the same exact event they're doing next year. So I think that's not a bad idea to add that one. Oh, it's just me now. So yeah, maybe I'll add that, or maybe like I have like a website, a separate web page where I have the pricing. So maybe I'll put something like that on my pricing page, just so that it's obvious to people. But let's see how Diego's doing over here.
I'm trying.
Oh, there we go, bro. Yeah. And we see a lot of extra stuff too, but
there. Can you see that one now?
Oh, there we go. That's good.
Okay.
All right, let's try this one.
All right, cool. Sorry guys for the technical difficulties. Sometimes, things don't work the way you want to work, but oh well. All right, so Smiley said something else.
Yeah. I said, yeah, so he puts it in his contract that price is subject to change if deposit is not received by or before 12/31, and then
because of the year. Okay.
so then I responded to that, and he said, yeah, because they will come back and say that's the quote that was given to them at whatever date, and try to want that same price still. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, or like when you go to the mechanics, when they give you an invoice, it's like the price is only applicable. I forgot the wording, but it's like the price is only applicable for the next 7 days or something.
Yeah,
Put,
yeah.
put something like that on your invoices so that people don't.
Yeah, like the price they give you has a deadline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And then then next year it can change. And
yeah.
things that's I think it's a whole nother topic, but it's like how you increase your prices. Like increasing your prices, or once you have that client that's booking you every year, but they started booking you like 10 years ago when you were charging $300 or whatever, and they still expect it. How do you do that conversation, or how do you increase your prices over time? I think that's a different conversation, but maybe for another day.
Yeah, I mean, it happens though.
Yeah.
Eventually you grow, and then as you grow, your business grows, and as your business grows, your prices go up.
Yeah.
Because
And
more
you can outgrow certain clients that maybe you used to work with at the beginning, but
yeah,
what it is.
because and like you said, a lot of clients think that just because you charge them $500 one time, that for the rest of the rest of their life, it's gonna be $500 no matter what event.
Yeah.
And it's not like that. It depends on the events. It depends the hours. There's a lot of things that take in consideration when pricing.
Or you just say, I'm booked that day. Sorry, can't do it.
Well, the ones that I do hate is the ones that call you and they're like, oh yeah, so I have an event. I want you to DJ, but I only got $400. So you telling me how much I should charge you? Nah, bro, you tripping. That's something that nah. That's when I say, sorry, I'm already booked for that day. I'm like, oh, what day?
Sorry, I'm already
Oh,
booked.
it's next Saturday. Oh, bro, I'm booked for that day, man. I'm sorry. And then
Yeah,
they're like,
I'm booked for the whole month. I'm booked for the whole month, bro.
I'm like, do you have somebody else? And I'll be like, not at that price.
Yeah. No, all my colleagues, they charge more than that. So I don't know anybody at that price. Because you can't. People ask for referrals, right? I can't just refer. I'm not going to refer a shitty client to somebody. That makes me look bad. Like, yo, why are you referring me this $300 client or whatever? Then you're like, you're not going to do that to someone because it's like, why you wouldn't take it. Why are you going to refer that to somebody else? Yeah. But anyways, all right. What's the next topic?
Social proof and reviews. This is another one. This is another topic that we already touched about.
Yeah,
was like social content, social media, and all of that stuff.
That's what I needed.
So showcase reviews and testimonials. This is huge because this is the first thing they look on every single page. They look at your reviews and testimonials of your past clients. So positive reviews and testimonials for previous clients can significantly reduce friction. Potential buyers are more likely to trust you if they see others have positive experiences with you and your business. More trust in you. Also, video and photo portfolio. This is one that I struggle with because nobody be giving me their stuff. No. Nobody be sending me this stuff, but I got a trick that I'm gonna use starting next year, which is giving them some money so they can record some stuff and send it to me. But yeah, so video and photo portfolio. Include videos and photos of your previous gigs with client's permission, of course, and that should be in your contract. To show the quality of your service, a demo of you DJing style can also help buyers feel more confident in your abilities. Another thing that can help SoundCloud, Mixcloud, if you have mixes, put them in there so clients can see the way you mix, the way you transition music, any video photos that you can have. Better yet, if it's professionally done, the more professional your page looks, your videos look, the better it is. But yeah, I mean, if you only got like me, is like my own camera and stuff, then it is what it is. But if you have more professional stuff, it's even better. So let's see here what Smile said. I've been working on making videos with CapCut. I use CapCut a lot too for, well, not for making like my gig looks and stuff, because I use iMovie, but CapCut CapCut is good. It's a good source
Yeah, it is.
for content creation. So it's good. So what do you think? What do you got to say about social media and
Bro.
review?
That's what last podcast episode. That was a thing that I felt like I needed to up my game. Just like more like the portfolio part.
Mhm.
I try to get reviews. Reviews are reviews. I've always tried to get them. Sometimes people write them. Sometimes they don't. But
Yeah.
so I've always tried to do that. But getting quality video and photo, yeah, that's the thing that I need to work on. So yeah, if Smiley says he's been working on making videos with CapCut too. CapCut is good because it can turn your phone footage into looking more professional for sure. The way that it does the transitions and stuff, it helps
Yeah.
it look more professional. Um,
Yeah, there's
but
a
at
lot
the
of
end of the day,
software.
when you see professionally taken content, it's always you can always tell versus a phone.
Yeah, it's a lot of softwares that different softwares that you can use to get some better quality videos and stuff like that, or make it look nicer. But if you have the chance to talk to whoever is recording the video professionally, and like Shay said last week, and he hooked it up because I didn't think about that. you know give give them some money, like $50. Like, hey, can you like make sure you send me some of the stuff, some of the content to me, so I can put it on my website, or on my on my social medias. Go ahead and feel free to put your watermark on it, on the on the corner. Don't be put it in the center, but on the corner or something.
Right.
Something like that. As long as you get something that clients can see, it's great. It's
Right.
good content that you can put. So and it's gonna help you in the long run. It's an investment to your business, because the more the clients see how good your parties are, the more they're gonna want to have you as the DJ. So social proof and reviews are huge.
Yeah, and
And
I've probably missed out on two events, getting two events because either the content that I had wasn't good enough, basically, to show them. Oh, that's right, dude. Smiley, you had that gig last week from Mr. Cumbia.
I'm gonna upload a video in a few from Friday with
Please
Mr.
do it, bro.
A live
Well,
show.
we'll play it on here. We'll watch it on here.
Hey, yeah. When is it? Are you planning to post it? That'd be cool. That'd be cool to see.
Yeah, we could show it because we talked a lot about that.
Yeah. Receive a lot of compliments for it, even though the lighting was not much, but very impactful. So with regards to that, it doesn't matter how much light you have, as long as it's programmed correctly, and it does what it needs to do. A lot of people are gonna like it. So I'm pretty sure you got a lot of compliments. And like that's one thing that I am looking for in 2025. And that's one thing, a huge thing for me, in regards to wanting to change and better my game at, is live show. Like and one of the persons that I like watching the live shows is Solstice. Literally, I watch all his videos just because I like the light show. I don't really like the fact that you gotta spend so much time like programming everything, because I don't really know how to do that yet, like fully. That's why I didn't make a video on
Sound switch.
I haven't made a video on SoundSwitch yet, even though I know how to use it, because I've been using SoundSwitch for like months now. I know how to use it, but I don't feel like I'm 100% like good to make a video. And the Airstream DMX too. Like, I know how to use it. I know how to patch. I know how to make like the colors, but like scenes and like making a light show, I think I lack a lot, and that's something that I'm looking into getting better coming next year. So hey, that could be another video. What things we should be we should look into for next year, like working on for next
Right.
year. But anyways, you already know one. One for me is the lighting show. I feel like my I really feel like my business, well, not so much my business, but like my workflow will benefit a lot from better light show than the one I have right now. So
Smiley says SoundSwitch has a BPM detection now. Probably an update. Just create positions for movers, and the auto loops it has now are even better as well. Huh.
but see, I need to figure how that I need to figure out how to do that then, because I just upgraded my sound switch to the new version, and I mean literally I just have it on sound mode most of the time, but I control my lights when it's more so when I have the moving heads. When I have the
Right.
moving heads, I control more because I've done scenes on it and they work fine. But when I do like regular, like how not house party, when I do small events, I don't use the movie heads. I only use the wash effect hexes. So there's really like their scenes are already pre-made, so I don't really have to do anything. I just put like party mode. That's what I call it, party mode, and it cycles through 32 different party modes. So you know it's much easier. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's get
Yeah,
back to
I'll try. I don't know. I can't contribute much because I still haven't gotten into any DMX at all. It's just using these guys for me right now.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, man, if you're trying to jump into DMX, like the easiest one to do is sound switch.
Mm.
Like once you look at the software, it looks complicated, but it's not. Like
Yeah.
I could make a video of like how to patch and like the most minimum that I can do because I know. But like like going out there and getting to like Solstice level, yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And then he uses freestyler too. So I don't know. Maybe that one's free because it says freestyler. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
that one. But what's interesting, I feel like that one is kind of like you add it to your specific songs, and then every time you play that song, it's like that whatever you had built in is there. So it takes time because you have to build it for each specific song. But
Well,
once you've done the work, then you can keep using it at every gig you do.
SoundSwitch has the same thing. You can drag a song, and it automatically
Yeah.
creates a show for you, a light show for you. But
It'll do that.
imagine going through maybe 10,000 songs, 5,000,
Yeah,
10,000 songs. Yeah, that's a lot.
Or you just the ones that are bangers, like that are people are gonna get crazy to, or you like are gonna hype everyone up. Then you on those ones you have that light show preset.
Yeah, that too. That's another way to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
another huge one is build trust. Now, professional branding. Ensure that your branding, website, social media, business cards, etc., is consistent and professional. This builds trust with potential clients. The more, like I said, the more professional you look in any kind of way, the more your clients are gonna bound to.
One second, I'll be right back.
Okay. The next one is have clear terms and conditions. Make sure that when you have this terms and conditions, provide a contract or a service agreement upon upfront. So that outlines all the terms, because it's good for them to understand. And that's another thing when you're trying to record for content, social media, that should be in your terms and conditions that you are allowed to record and use it, repurpose it for social content. Cancellation, payment schedules, and anything that is expected from both parties. Because if let's say that you have in your terms and conditions, you don't have the payment, the last payment needs to be a week before or a day before, they can literally say, "Oh, I'll pay you the day off," or the party's over and then they're nowhere to be found, and then you have to like kind of rely and trust them that they're gonna pay you when you're going, when you gotta leave, or the next day. So terms and conditions on your contracts are very, very important. That way you are protected and they are protected, so both sides know what to expect.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for weddings, I mean, for weddings, I'm always collecting ahead of time, and then
Mhm.
people if they're working with other vendors, other professionals, like they're gonna expect that too. It's just sometimes for the smaller house parties, I'll collect on the day of, and I'll do that because the house parties people are trying to pay by cash, or it's more casual.
Yeah,
But
me too. House parties, I always collect the same day, and
yeah,
like after we sometimes some people pay me before. Most of the people pay me like after the event is done. So,
right, right.
but
And yeah,
yeah,
it's like you're kind of taking a bit of a risk doing it like that, but I understand. Like for a house party, someone's not gonna be like, "All right, I'm gonna pay you 2 weeks beforehand or whatever." They probably feel uncomfortable. This guy's gonna scam me.
yeah. At least I want to say in the Hispanic community, usually you don't pay until the service is done.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Another one is flexible payment options. We were just talking about that. So offer different payment methods: credit card, uh, any type of payment,
Yeah,
PayPal,
I don't
Venmo.
think we've talked about this. How do you accept payments?
I prefer to get like I do Zelle, Apple Pay, uh, cash, or check. But check is the least one. I don't want checks,
Yeah,
but I'll take them if that's what you got. But I don't want checks.
yeah.
I
I
rather
think
have
most
like
people
the money like that.
they'll do Zelle. Most people have Zelle now.
Yeah.
Um, I've started taking credit card like probably for the past couple of years. And I was thinking about it because a lot of people do like, they only take Zelle. Obviously, the credit card fee is the main thing, right? It's like
Yeah.
2.5% they take from the whole amount. So it adds up. And then I've seen other DJs. What they do is they'll add like the credit card convenience fee. So if you pay by credit card, it's a 2.5% additional fee.
Yeah,
Um,
that's too much. I feel like that's too much of a hassle. Just don't take
yeah.
credit card. I mean,
Exactly. So that's the thing. Like if you, I take it, but I don't charge a convenience fee because again, it's just about making it convenient, right? So I'll eat the cost, but I also have it kind of built into my price too. Like, okay, my price is a little bit higher
but yeah,
because
you don't eat the cost. You just charge more, and
yeah,
then
you charge
no,
more, exactly. So I
it
charge
pays for
more.
itself.
But yeah, I don't know if other people take credit card. I don't know. I see a lot with other DJs is they do the credit card fee in there, and then yeah, that'll make people want to pay you on Zelle, which
Yeah,
is better. You get to keep more. But yeah, I do it just for convenience, right? Because everyone wants to pay by credit card. It's so easy to pay by credit card. I like to pay by credit card everywhere I go, so I would want the same thing, get some points.
I I I'm the other way. I love paying with Apple Pay. Like everywhere I go, I just like tap my phone and
Well, yeah, but it's paying with your credit card, right? Like it's linked to your credit card or your debit. It's linked to a card.
yeah, but there's no fees.
No, I know there's no fees,
For
but
the
it's
one
like
paying,
it's the
I
same
mean,
thing as tapping your card, whatever your card you're using on your Apple Pay.
okay, well, okay, but I rather have Cell. It's so much faster,
Wait,
easy.
but when you do Apple Pay, can people tap on your phone?
No, you just on the text
They just message
like,
it to you, right? Like they
yeah,
send it to you.
if you have a Apple phone, you can just Apple. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
if Apple can do it.
But you can't like someone can't tap their phone against yours and like pay via their credit card, right?
No, I never tried that.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't
so. I
think
don't
so.
think so. I think it's
Yeah,
just
no,
like
you literally have to send it like text
yeah,
message,
yeah,
Apple
yeah.
Pay.
That's like it's like Zelle then basically.
Okay, yeah. So build trust. The next one is offer consultation. Yeah, so this is another one, and we were saying after you receiving the first, the initial inquiry, you reach back offering a consultation. That way you can figure out what they need and what's gonna be the best package, or custom made a package for them to meet their needs.
Right.
Make sure that I know that some DJs do charge, which I don't understand why, but at least for
Oh,
me,
really?
it's free. Yeah, I've heard. I haven't seen, but I heard that some DJs do have a charge because it's their time.
Hmm.
You must be like
I've
really
never
big.
heard. I haven't heard of that. Maybe I just don't know. Maybe like a really big DJ would do that, but I don't know
Well,
anyone.
your initial consultation should always be free. At
Yeah.
least to me, that's what I think. So, offering a free consultation can help ease any doubts potential clients might have. Use this time to discuss their event in detail, answer questions, and give suggestions and solutions to anything that they might have. Another thing is
This reminds me of a funny story though, but this like you're calling it a consultation. I was thinking about it just like we're meeting with them to try to book them. But it was funny because I had this guy who was he was talking about booking me, and then he asked me like, this is my first time doing an event. Are there any things that, any traps or any pitfalls that you know of that I should be aware of that, as I'm planning? So I told him a few things like, just about general things like check with the venue, this, that. And then the guy ghosted me after that. And I was like, damn, like he basically got this free consultation and got free advice and then ghosted me. So that's the first time I felt like, damn, like I actually offered like a free consultation kind of a thing and gave him like some insider tips. And then I didn't even get the booking in the end. So
I mean,
that doesn't usually happen, but usually it's just like, you talk about what you do.
Every first meeting, it's a free consultation.
Yeah. So it is. It really can be a consultation. They ask you stuff like that.
Yeah, every first meeting. So the next one is personalized recommendations. Show your expertise by offering tailored advice, like you did, but got ghosted. Based on their event type, venue, and musical preferences. This helps them feel more confident in the decision to hire you. So if you show on your consultation that you are knowledgeable in the type of music that they want, that like ins and outs of things, tips and tricks that you can share with them, all of that helps to build a bond with them, and you're more than likely to get the event.
Right.
So this one, it's also an interesting one to know and be able to show them on a consultation.
Yeah, I'd be interested to hear if there's anyone that doesn't do a consultation or like doesn't meet with the client first.
Anyone here
everybody does
for a consultation, or everybody does it for free, or you guys don't do consultations? I think every DJ does consultations just because you need to. It's a need. It's not a want. It's a need. All right. So the next one is nurturing clients' relationship. Follow up. That's something I need to get back to. Now work on it. Need to get back to. If you haven't heard back from a potential client for a few days, follow up with a polite message to check if they need more information or to help with the decision-making process. That's something that I need to get back to because I stopped doing it, but I think it should be something that you should be doing.
Yeah.
Loyalty, discounts, or referral programs. You can offer discounts for to help, but like obviously not discounting too much, so like it's gonna hurt you. But like play around with. Or have some.
You have the guy who, like we were talking about before, but you have the guy who booked you, who's been booking you every year. So like maybe instead of charging him your usual rate, you charge him you give him 10% off every time. Like you charge him 10% less or something. But
he's giving you business. He's keeping you busy. So the main thing to do is hook him up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It doesn't have to be crazy.
So
another thing that I've used, or like even for referrals, instead of giving them money off, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna give you uplighting for free. So it's like a $500 value, right? To them, they're getting for free, but to us, it's like maybe it's not that big of a deal, and then you don't lose money in the process. So I've done that before, where I got a referral from somebody and I was doing their wedding, and then I was like, all right, I'll give you uplighting for free now at your wedding. But that was a little different situation because she had referred me before I even did her wedding. So I hadn't even done their wedding yet, and they already referred me to somebody else. So I was like, all right, so I'll bring uplighting to your wedding now.
Okay, so that's another question for the chat. Do you guys give discounts or any other type of discounts for a referral? So if you get a referral from somebody else, and then that person hits you off for an event, do you hook them up with a discount or any type of like add-ons that for free or something, or a referral is just a referral and
Yeah, I think it's hard for DJing. It's hard too because like let's say you're doing like weddings. So some old couple refers you to another couple. Then what are you gonna do? Like, I'll do your next wedding for you for 25% off. Like,
not your next wedding, but your next event.
Yeah, but a lot of people like wedding people. I haven't done a lot of events. Once people get married, it's like the next event they're maybe doing is like a baby shower or something.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So I'll be like, okay, so you refer me because I did really good on your wedding. You refer me to this couple. So now your next event, which should be your baby shower,
yeah.
I'll do it for like 20% off or something, or your 1 year anniversary.
That's not bad because then you get more business too. I mean that's also good. You'll get a repeat customer, and if they're doing it.
Yeah. So that's why I said we updated pricing and charging the uplighting on that pricing, but tell the clients it's free uplighting level.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all about how you say it. So
yeah, exactly.
And then for photo booth, I'll rent it for $350 for all day if they book as the DJ versus photo booth companies that charge $400 for 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's
why photo booth is big for us as DJs because we're gonna be there anyways. So we just throw a photo booth in there. That could be another add-on that you throw in. If you don't have like a attendant and everything, but just like that could be another add-on you do to add some value.
Yeah, and a photo booth is a huge one. So if you're trying to get 1,500 for an event, right? And then you'd be like, all right, look, I'll do it for 1,500 because they're being pushy. No, like let's do this. I'll do it for 1,500 and I'll throw the photo booth.
Right.
Exactly. Either way, you putting your photo booth to use, and it's also an advertisement for all the people in that party to hire you for that. So it's a win-win. You get what you want money-wise, and you get exposure with your other equipment. So it's a win-win situation there.
Yeah, that's the better way to try to negotiate rather than being like, okay, I'll do it for $1,250 then, or whatever. Like, then it's better to just have these little things that aren't too hard for you, but you can add them in, and then they feel like, oh, I got a photo booth now at my party. That's gonna be lit.
Or if they're like, yo, how much will you charge me? You say 1,000. They're like, yo, can you do for any less? I'm like, $9.99.
Bro, that's how you cause friction with the clients, bro. They'd be like, "Oh, this smart ass, bro. Come on."
I'm kidding. No, I'm just.
No, that's why I've been thinking about buying a photo booth. Or I saw Too Legit. Shout out DJ Too Legit. He made like a DIY photo booth.
Shout out Too Legit, man. Yeah, he made his own. I saw that video too.
That was interesting, man. It looks pretty good. So I was like, damn. Man.
I was thinking about building my own too because. Like the 360 is cool and all, but there's a lot of places that they just want like a stationary one.
Yeah, just stationary. No, that's why he Too Legit literally just used the RTP, the Rockville stand, and then he bought this thing that just clips onto the top, like that speaker pole attachment, and it's like iPad photo booth right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna look into it and probably do like a little project.
Yeah, I might. That might be my thing down the line. But that's the thing. If you buy the salsa booth, they make you buy the iPad separately anyway.
That's stupid. That's $5,000 for no reason.
So this thing looks nice. It's the RTP. You can light it up with the uplight and everything, and then make it look nice.
Yeah, and the salsa booth has its own application, and that's just.
Yeah, this one you can use whichever app you want. Just this is iPad. I know some people, like the right way to do a photo booth is probably use the camera and everything and print, but most people,
the DSL.
Yeah, like if there's someone on here that does like photo booths like religiously, that's obviously the better way. But for us as a mobile DJ company to just have that option to just put an iPad on that onto a Rockville stand, it's like it looks pretty good if you look up Too Legit's video.
Yeah, Smiley is kind of right too. Like when you build your own, he said like Amazon, he was gonna build his own, but Amazon was a better option because it's better built. True, But like at the end of the
No,
day,
but
like
Smiley has that a good price one anyways. Not his is actually like reasonably priced, so it's more reasonable than buying the salsa
oh,
booth or whatever.
he got it from Amazon. I thought he got it from eBay.
I think it was eBay. No, but here, let me show you. Since we're talking about it, let's pull up Two Legits,
Okay.
and we're gonna get a little sidetracked. But
Okay. So while you're doing that, let's get back to so incentivizing clients to book and make your process feel rewarding. The discounts and all of that, they feel like they got a good deal and they're happy, and they're gonna be more lenient with you too, as the like as everything is coming on together for the event. So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's a win-win. It's a win-win situation.
So that's
Now,
the thing. And people want to feel like they got a deal, like I understand. So it's like if you give them something or you give them some, whether it's money or or a photo booth,
There you go.
such as this one. So yeah, I mean he's got the black scrim on it, but you can put a white scrim and then light it up with a uplight. It looks pretty good, man.
yeah,
And just an iPad in there.
it does what it needs to do. Period. That's all that matters. It does what it needs to do.
Yeah, and then and with the Rockville stands, they look nice. So, I said I didn't want the tripod photo booth. Yeah, you don't want that. But at least you have something like this. It's compact, easy to use. It has the light built in and everything. And look, he's got the jackery back there. That's giving the power to the ring light, I think. So then you don't have to run a power cable either.
Yeah, I saw that. I just need to see it again. So he did buy this thing. Oh, did he make it?
No, he bought this round thing. You buy that, but then that's the only piece you have to buy.
No, how is he? I forgot it. I watched the video, but I forgot. How is it connect? Oh, he used the thing from. Okay. Never mind. No, but you need to. He probably had to purchase not a clamp, but
this no, like it's just a speaker pole.
That's okay. That's what it is. A speaker pole.
But this is way better. Like if I do his photo booth, I'll probably start with this kind of a thing.
Like build your own,
like what Smiley has, like
from Smiley one.
Yeah, see this, dude. It's actually dude, this is what you use for your. It's the same thing for your lavish booth kind of a thing.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. He had to get something else. So yeah, okay. So I was right. I remember correctly. I just didn't know exactly what he uses.
Yeah.
But okay,
he's got the RTP Go.
Yeah,
he's breaking that down. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so let me go back to my joint.
Oh,
you took it up?
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, I'm about to take it off.
The next one, set expectations early. This was also a huge one, but event details. From the moment of booking, maintain a clear communication about the event details, music preferences, and logistics. Setting these expectations early helps avoid any confusion and prevent last-minute issues. That's very, very important. As long as you have the right music with whatever playlist they sent you, you understand the logistics. You know where you're gonna set up. Like all of this stuff and all of the details of the event, the timeline, then you should be set for a good event. You don't want to go to the event thinking that, oh, that space looks like it's for me, set up there, and then you have to move to the other side because that wasn't where you're supposed to be. So, those little things you can prevent those last minute issues, or, those little things, hiccups that can go in any event, by setting the expectations that you need to that you and the client needs to understand.
Bro, and this And except when they decide to change the songs at the very moment they're about to literally dance. For real, dude. And then if something goes wrong, look at you. That's not my song.
Put your hands up in the air if this has happened to you.
At the last second, dude. Oh my god.
It happened to me. Well, never. It did not happen to me on the like literally when they're about to dance, but I had to do the mix again because they couldn't remember two songs or one song or something. So I had to do the mix again. With the end, they wanted to change a song, so I had to do the whole thing again because it was a presentation that they were doing. The Indians were doing a presentation for the couple, and I don't know. They just I guess couldn't remember one song or how to dance that one song, and they wanted to
That's what I'm
change
saying.
it.
That's why Indian weddings you charge more because all this stuff is built in.
Yeah, that one was crazy, but it is what it is. I got it. We got it done. It was stressful. Don't get me wrong. It was
Yeah.
stressful because as I was doing the freaking mix, then Pee Wee was setting everything by himself, and it was a lot of equipment that we were taking
Yeah.
for that day. So, but yeah, all right. So that's event details, and then finally, just a quick summary of the stuff. So, what by making it easy for your potential clients to understand your services, trust your skills, and feel comfortable with the booking process, you can significantly reduce the friction and increase your chances of securing bookings. And again, if you, I don't want to say if you follow everything we put here, but if you do use this as a guide, it could help you tremendously in regards to landing more bookings and reducing clients friction.
Yeah. And Smiley said he had to change 2 songs literally when they were about to come out. Luckily, he had those though, because there was no internet signal. Dude, 100%, man. This is why it's so important to have music downloaded and like streaming. Is can only get you so far. Because especially for us, weddings, people are doing out in the barn and out in the forest or wherever the hell they're trying to get married now.
Yeah.
And even you can't do a hotspot from your phone sometimes. You don't have good enough internet on your phone. So yeah, I mean, you're lucky. You saved the day, and they'll probably not even know. But you were able to do it because you were ready to go. And most guests aren't gonna know, but we know, bro. We know.
Yeah, we know how it is.
We recognize you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for you guys on this episode. We're past again 7 minutes, but that's okay.
Not bad. Actually, yeah, not too bad though.
Yeah, not as bad as other ones. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for stopping by, sharing with us. It was a great time talking to you guys, and we'll see you on the next one with another topic. Again, if you have topics, let us know. If you want to jump into one of our shows, let us know. We'll be more than happy to have more people in here to talk about DJ related content and like our experiences and like things that we don't do, we need to get better on, and all that.
One thing we need to get back to.
And things that I need to get back to, yeah. But all right, guys, y'all have a good one. Stay blessed.
Yeah, bro. Post it. We'll talk about it on the next one. We'll throw it up.
Yep.
Share the screen on this.
Yeah, Smiley, go ahead and once you put your Giggler out there, let us. Well, it should pop up on my.
Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it next week when we're on.
We'll find it next week and we'll put it out here to check it out. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.